How are we doing, everyone? Sam here, live on United People's TV. A couple of minutes late because I couldn't get these headphones working, but that's all right. We're over that. You'll let me off because today is the day we get to see Ralf Rangnick's rampant Reds, or I don't know, just Ralf Rangnick's team come to the fore. What changes will we see? Apparently, none from the Arsenal team. The team that played Arsenal, sorry. But I'm going to bring you all the team news when it comes out in the next 5 minutes. You're going to jump on screen with me. I can see a few people waiting in the arms patiently to come on board. But I'm excited about today. I'm not sure if you are, but I'm pretty sure you are. You can let me know what you're thinking about the game. What do you expect from Manchester United today? What changes do you expect? And I'm not just talking about the starting 11. I'm talking about the change in the approach, the change in the control of the game. That's been the buzzword for Ralf Rangnick's first few days in charge, in my opinion. It's all about the control. How excited are you? You let me know. But the team news will be out in 5 minutes. And what we're seeing and reading right now is that it's going to be an unchanged team from the game against Arsenal. That means Dalot and that means Telles as the fullbacks. That means Fred and McTominay in midfield. That means Donny van der Beek's not coming into the starting 11 straight away. And also, Ronaldo starting up front. Ronaldo, there was concerns and question marks about whether Ronaldo was going to be fit to start today, but apparently he is. But the team news isn't official yet. There's still part of me that's like, nah, this isn't United. But no, it is. We've got Rangnick in, and it's not because there's people who are fans of other teams, but mainly speaking about Manchester United. Oh, you're getting so overhyped with Rangnick, and it's not just the fact that we've got a new manager in, and of course he's the godfather of gegenpressing. That of course is a big reason why Manchester United fans are excited. But it's more the fact that, mate, we've got a club who now is heading in the right direction. We've got a club who, yeah, that's why we're excited, because we can see the path in front of us now. And for a club that's been so muddled and in the mud and so directionless for so long, it just feels fantastic to have a man at the wheel who we really feel can steer us in the right direction. Mate, look at these photos. I did a tweet yesterday. I was like, it feels like I'm about to watch Professor Rangnick's groundbreaking series on quantum mechanics. That's what these look like. I don't know. Found it quite funny. And obviously, he's only had one training session, but it's exciting to see these as well. Ralphie Rangnick's Reds in training, hearing from the man himself. How much would he have been able to impose in what was one training period? One training period he had with the full squad after the game against Arsenal. He won't be able to implement too many changes. As I said, you saw in my predicted 11. This was my predicted 11 for the game, and I don't think I'm going to be too far wrong. I said Telles and Dalot as the fullbacks, Maguire and Lindelof as the two centre-backs, McTominay and Fred in midfield, Bruno Sancho, Ronaldo and Rashford. I might be wrong in terms of the formation, but I don't think I'm going to be too far wrong in terms of the 11. And that can't be too much of a surprise. What's your reaction going to be? Let me know in the comments if McTominay and Fred do start. Is that something you're going to be angry about? Is that something you're going to be frustrated with? I don't think we could have expected too much in terms of change only a couple of days after he's taken the job full time, after only one training session. But I'm just excited to see the difference in approach off the ball for Manchester United. That's what I'm going to be looking out for today. It's something that I thought we'd see against Arsenal. We didn't really, did we? I thought United were pretty poor, out of possession against Arsenal still, but we had the moments that came through, and we had Cristiano Ronaldo who came up with a brace. And by the way, Vaishnav on here, do you remember what his prediction was in the build-up to the game? He said it would be 3-2 for United against Arsenal, that Ronaldo would get a brace and that Bruno would get a goal. It's quite literally the best prediction we've ever had on here. So shame on everyone else who got all the predictions wrong, and shame on me as well, because I think my prediction was 1-1 draw. What's your prediction for the game today? You can let me know. Or you don't think that, obviously I'll be speaking to you soon. I'll be speaking to, who else we got there? We've got Dr. Ranuj in the building. We've got Matt as well, as always. Michael, you want to see Donny and Fred in midfield. They're both box-to-box players. We'll have a discussion about that, right? When the team news gets officially confirmed, we'll have a discussion about that. Scott McTominay, I mean, he was named man of the match against Chelsea. I found that a bit confusing. I didn't think that Scott McTominay was man of the match, in my own opinion. I thought Fred was actually better than him. If I go down here and I look at the predictions we're getting in the comments here, Dan, over on Facebook, you think it's going to be 3-1 to Manchester United. Alex, you think it's going to be 2-0. We need a clean sheet. We need control. That's what we need. Control, control, control. It's the buzzword here that we've heard from Ralf Rangnick since he took over. If you watched his first press conference, everything he's been saying, if we go over here and we take a look at what he's been saying in the pre-match program, geez, forgot that word, brain fart. He said, if you have to control it, it's talking about the collective approach. You have to control it. So the aim right now is to help the team control games more. That means being more proactive with and without the ball. And this is effectively what he would have been working on in that one training session he had. I think on the Friday, it probably would have been a case where, I think I said this to you in the press conference reaction video that we did on Friday morning. I said, look, he's probably going to go into the training ground after this and sort of have like a theory day, like going back to sixth form for the players. I think that's what it would have been like. Here we go. The team news is out. Let's get it up, baby. Let's see who we've got. Where are we? There we are, all the way over there. Nice and confusing. Let's pull this up together. Let's have a look. Let's refresh that. Ralphie Rangnick, baby. Don't know why I got that in my head. De Gea starting in goal with Lindelof. We got Maguire. I hate the fact that can't you just do a goddamn starting 11 in position order, not in numbers. Anyway, De Gea's starting there with Lindelof, with Maguire, Ronaldo, Rashford, Fred, Fernandes, Dalot, Sanchez, Alex Telles, and McTominay. On the bench, we've got Henderson, Bailly, Jones, Wan-Bissaka, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Greenwood, and Elanga. No Ahmad there. So, yeah, no change whatsoever from the team who played Arsenal. Let me just quickly get this out on Facebook and on Twitter, and then we can talk about it. You can let me know in the comments. So it's the same 11 that faced Arsenal. Ronaldo starts. That's a good thing. Of course it is a good thing. It's Ronaldo. McFred in midfield. I really need to get someone else to do these so I can just be on the stream with you rather than doing this rudely and trying to multitask. Kind of hard to multitask and still talk. I'm fine with that team. Obviously, I'm going to read your comments out about it in a second. I'm personally fine with that team. I didn't think there were going to be many changes in the first game. Maybe if he had a couple of weeks to prepare for it, we could have expected more changes. But I don't think realistically we could have expected many or any. Of course, you could have expected one or two changes potentially, but no, he's decided to stick with the same team. And you know what? Like, we won against Arsenal. What did you think about that game against Arsenal? What did you think about the team? Right, nearly done. My God, this is so annoying having to do this. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm nearly done. Hurry up. Come on, people. People are waiting. Jesus. Sorry, I'm getting annoyed with having to multitask. There we go. This is the thing that we don't know yet, and I'm not sure we will know this until the game starts. Will it be a 4-2-2, or will it be the same formation that we used against Arsenal? That's what we want to talk about. Let me go down here, or I can see you waiting here patiently, sir. I'll bring you in. It's been a while since I've spoken to you, so let me bring you in first, and let me see how you're getting on. Good afternoon, sir. Good morning.
It's good evening, Sam. It's
everybody.
It's midnight.
It's midnight.
How are you?
Midnight game. That's not bad, is it?
It's an early game for me. Christmas has come early.
Christmas has come early. What do you think about the team then? So we've got, as I said, we don't know about the formation yet. So that's something that I suppose we're going to have to kind of guess here together. But no changes to the 11. Do you think there should have been? Were you surprised with no changes?
I would have dropped Scott myself. I don't think Scott has been playing very well. He needs to be dropped. I would have kept Fred on just for his energy. Palace, their press, they're very selective in their pressing, but I think they're quite vulnerable once they get countered. So if you can get a player who can, I guess, pass through the lines, someone like Matic, Donny. Donny's not going to play, is he?
Ah, how you feeling, man? I'm surprised you're smiling and not crying.
No, I've got no more tears to cry. So poor
No more
Donny.
tears. I mean, Donny will certainly play a bigger role under Rangnick.
Yeah.
He is the sort of midfielder that will work in this system. But I think it's more of I'm not surprised it's the same 11 because we beat. If we didn't beat Arsenal, I imagine there probably would have been a couple of changes. But because we beat Arsenal and he's only had one training session, I think he's taken a bit of a safer approach. And we've now, as I said, that game against Young Boys, that being a dead rubber, is the best thing that could possibly have happened for Rangnick now, because we're going to that game. I think we might see a couple of changes, but it's probably Norwich next week where we can really expect there to be some actual changes on the pitch, maybe with the 11 and the formation. And with that team there, what's your feeling about the game today?
Well, I think both Fred and Scott can't pass forward. They're not very good passers of the ball. How are we going to play through the lines? I'm not sure. And Gallagher is a very good. He's been the guy that's on loan from Chelsea, I believe. He's been playing really well as well. So I'm a bit scared. Do you know if Benteke is playing? If he's starting?
Let me try and get the Palace 11 up, and we can take a look at that. I presume he is, as long as he's fit, right?
So it'll be Benteke. If Benteke is being tasked to just stick on Lindelof, he's going to have a very long afternoon, I think. So.
Right, let's pull the team news up here.
Oh yeah, Benteke is playing. Yeah.
It looks like Benteke is playing. That's the start of 11 for Palace.
Zaha will be on the left, I think. Are you?
Yeah, so it will probably be a midfield three of Kouyaté sitting just behind Schlupp on the left, I think he plays, and Gallagher's on the right. And then it's Zaha will be on the left or the right, I'm not sure. Ayew will be on the other wing, and then it'll be Benteke up front on his own. So it will be the formation that we thought here. So that will probably mean, let me get the tactics board up. It probably means that, you're right. That'll be Benteke there. It will probably be Zaha on Dalot. I don't know. And it'll be Ayew on the. I don't know what side Zaha plays on, and I imagine he'll probably switch sides, right?
I think Zaha will be tasked to be on Dalot. I think Dalot's not defensively is not that great. So with Zaha's pace and directness and his tricks, his step overs and all that sort of stuff, I think Dalot will have he's got to play well to keep Zaha in order, I guess.
Wyatt,
yeah.
What's your prediction then? Let me see how spectacularly wrong your prediction is going to be.
I think we'll win. It's not going to be a clean sheet, so it's going to be 3-1.
3-1. No clean sheet for Ralf in his first game, but
Zaha. I mean, not Zaha. Sancho 1, Rashford double.
Ooh, hello. Right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Ronaldo with a missed penalty.
Oh, geez. Okay, stop showing off now. But look, I hope we enjoy. I hope we all enjoy the game. I think we will enjoy the game. I'm really keen to watch it.
Yeah, I've been so excited for just to see how Ralph's going to line up the team, how we're going to play. I'm obviously not going to expecting, like a sudden change. He's only had 2 or 3 days with the place, hasn't he? So it's going to take time. He even said in his interview that it's going to take time. It's not going to take a couple of weeks. It will take time. We've got to be realistic, but I just want to see a change and something exciting, I guess. Enjoy the football again. It's been a while.
Let's go for the Ralf Rangnick Reds. Right, I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Enjoy the game.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Bye.
Bye. Oh, look, Kenneth just wants to say hello. How you doing, Kenneth, down there? Nice to see you, buddy. Guaranteed clean sheet, says Yasin. I don't think we can ever say that about Manchester United team. A guaranteed clean sheet does not exist in the world of Manchester United and our defence. I think we all know that. But we don't know whether, what is it? We could see this formation. This is what I imagine we're going to be seeing more and more and more with Manchester United under Ralf Rangnick. But again, it could be this today anyway. You could see that Sancho out on the right, Rashford out on the left, Ronaldo up through the middle. What we've seen all season, really, right? That's probably more likely, but because I don't particularly think that he's going to change the. I mean, it was my predicted 11. I got my predicted 11 right. Look at that, go Sam. But I just don't know on the formation. And if I'm looking at the most important player today, I think for Crystal Palace, Gallagher is the guy, right? The good thing about Crystal Palace is I think we're playing them at a good time, right? If we were to look at Crystal Palace's form now coming into the game, they're coming in on the back of a couple of defeats, Leeds and Aston Villa. But prior to that, Crystal Palace this season have been, remember, they got a new manager in Patrick Vieira, his first sort of like step up to that Premier League level. And Crystal Palace fans have been very, very happy with the football they've been playing. Hell, they beat City away 2-0, didn't they, right? It's just that they've come back from the international break and they've hit a blip. So I think we're playing them at the right time. Of course we are. We've got Ralf Rangnick in. He's playing anybody. It's going to be the right time now. But yeah, it is kind of a good time to play Crystal Palace. But I would be worried. I think they've got some real danger, man. If we take a look here, and this was their formation and their lineup from the game against Leeds. So yeah, as you can see, Koyate is there in the middle. They've actually got Zaha as this probably like a false nine with Odsonne Edouard, who's a very good sub that they can bring on, by the way. So he will be dangerous, certainly from the bench. Jordan Ayew, and they started with Benteke. So the fact that they're starting with Benteke hints and nods towards the fact that they will probably, as Orr said, be trying to isolate Lindelof. Try isolate Lindelof alongside Benteke. That's probably will be a tactic they use. Maybe go a bit wide down here. And I'm worried about this guy. I'm worried about Gallagher. He's somebody who really, so he's on loan from Chelsea to Crystal Palace this season, and he's just been shining, man. If you've watched Crystal Palace, he really reminds me of Jack Grealish in kind of the swagger and the confidence that he's got with the ball. And I think he's going to have quite a lot of success. Obviously, if we're looking here, we're probably bringing those players in a little bit tighter. It's going to be a bit busy in the middle. Zaha's dangerous. Telles is going to have a tough game if he's up against Zaha, or if it's going to be Diogo Dalot. It strikes me as the fact that they're going to be switching wings. Zaha and Ayew will probably be switching wings. But saying that, I thought Telles was going to get torn a new one against Chelsea because of Reece James and how good he's been. But Telles did very well, right? So I think Telles has certainly got some credit in the bank from the last couple of games. I don't think he's had the best Manchester United career to date. But with Luke Shaw falling off a cliff, not literally, but with Luke Shaw's form falling off a cliff, it's good timing for Telles to come through and play as he's playing. Right, let's go down. Oh, yeah, it's a good point. Or happy that Eze's not playing. Obviously, he's been out for a substantial amount of time, I think, with injury. I think he's come back for them. But I don't know how fit he is, but he's a very, very good player. I think they signed him from QPR, didn't they? Really good signing. Andy, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Sam. Do you think he'll make a change sooner rather than later if things start going wrong? We won't know about his in-game management. We don't know. I don't know off the top of my head whether Ragnick's sort of a half-time reactionary coach or somebody who lets it play out. It strikes me that I just can't see United making too many changes today. I think it'll be a bit risky, right, to do that so soon after. So, what are you doing? What are you saying here, sir? Do you think that when Varane comes back from injury, he will drop out, as I prefer Lindelof than Maguire? I think when Varane comes back in, I think that's very obvious. If you're looking at control, right? If we go back to what Ralf Rangnick has been saying in the build-up to this game, talking about control, the aim right now is to help the team control games more. That means being more proactive with and without the ball. And if you're looking at a back four, or certainly the two centre-backs who can control the game more, you're probably going to do that, right? You're probably going to put Varane alongside Lindelof in terms of two possession-based centre-backs who can actually control it out from the back. Maguire wouldn't be the best of that. And the thing that annoys me about Maguire is I remember him at Leicester. I remember watching him for England. He's so good. When Maguire gets the ball here and he does those little runs, those basically vertical runs up to the halfway line with the ball at his feet. He's so good at doing that for everyone else, apart from Man United. Really annoys me that. And that's... Look, Maguire is a good centre-back. I know his form has been absolutely abysmal this season. No one's going to argue otherwise. But let's not try and pretend that Harry Maguire is not a good player, right? Let's not get caught up into the emotion of the form. I just don't know what our starting centre back is going to be when Varane is back, because Varane is the only one out of the three that I would say is a guarantee, right? That's what I think anyway. And if Ralf Rangnick really is pushing this concept of control, then maybe Maguire is an issue. Right, let's go down to the arms. Let's bring one more in. I can see my man Doc is waiting. How you doing, Doc? Nice to see you.
Hey Sam, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How you feeling about the game, buddy?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, same team. Like Or said, I would have dropped Scott for Tony. But I feel the team will be in more control of the game than the last time. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to.
What, the actual control of the game? You think there's how much do you think Ragnick would have been able to do in like what, one training session, and how much do you think the players will be able to sort of take that on board?
Uh, uh, about 60%, maybe.
Oh, about
Not
60%.
100.
An
Yeah.
actual number. That's handy.
Uh,
What's your prediction for the game then, buddy? If you think that he's got 60% of his philosophy across.
uh, I predicted 3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie. You're raising Orr. Orr's gone for 3-1.
All
You're going for 3-0.
Bruno, Ronaldo, and Sancho on the score sheet.
Bruno,
With Sancho
Ronaldo, and
getting the
Sancho.
man of the match.
I would absolutely take that. I would actually cheers to that.
Uh,
Can is open for the 3-0.
Zaha is playing on the left. Ayu is playing on the right.
Zaha's okay. Well, let's see what goes on there. But you're going 3-0. You think that?
Yeah.
I think part of his philosophy would have gone across. But look, enjoy the game, Anuj. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
on, and I will speak to you soon. But you're
He
going
needs
for.
to make good substitutions, tactical substitutions.
Well, we'll see that. Eh? I'll have a look at his in-game management too, because we don't know about
Yeah.
that until we see it. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah. Cheers.
3-0. I would take 3-0. I think we'd all take 3-0. Have a little cheers. By the way. 60%. I don't personally think he would have been able to get that much across in only a couple of training sessions. But as I said, I think with Ralf Rangnick and his training, I think it would have been on Friday would have been a theory day. As I said, like going back to school, would have pulled out his presentations. He would have explained to the players about that idea of control. It's so today really the changes with Ralphie Rangnick's red. There he is, Archangel, Ralph Archangel, I don't know, some sort of name with Archangel in, but it's Ralph Angel. He would have been focusing on that, and there are parallels that have been sort of drawn with Louis van Gaal. We're talking about training the brain, right? It's different with Rangnick. Manchester United are in a different place than we were in under Louis van Gaal. And I think it's a situation that will suit Manchester United. The players will be willing and ready to learn, and they're going to learn from a man who is so experienced in the game. As I showed you in this photo here, looking like a bloody professor. He speaks like a professor. Or you're saying loved watching his press conferences. He actually answered the questions and didn't beat around the bush. He's a very eloquent man. That's the way I would describe him. When I listen to him, I properly listen to him. That's what I did on all my research that I did on those videos that we all took a look at. His philosophy is 3 C's. Was it coaching, competence, and capital? I think were the 3 things. I might have forgotten the first one. Nick, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you here. Gungshi, Ralph is our new guardian angel. He absolutely is. Let's see if he can take us there. Nick, you're saying all tactics aside, confidence is a huge factor. With the last 3 results in mind, a first win under the new manager will surely give us a massive boost. It absolutely will, Nick. And, mate, confidence is everything in football, right? Confidence really is everything in football. Acro, you're saying, are you surprised with the lineup? I'm not surprised at all, buddy. I think it's the right lineup. I think it's a lineup that we beat Arsenal with a few days ago. We've now got a win against Villarreal, a draw against Chelsea, and a win over Arsenal. Carrick did so well. I mean, we've spoken about Carrick. Isn't it weird how football just moves on, man? Football is just a relentless machine that's going in one direction. You either stay on board or you get thrown off. And Michael Carrick resigned straight after the Arsenal game, and we didn't really have time to sort of take it in and absorb it and speak about it as a fan base, because the next morning we were watching Ralf Rangnick's first press conference. It felt kind of brutal. It was so quick. It was so clinical. But yeah, when I did my match reaction to that Arsenal game, I didn't actually know at that point that that Carrick was actually going. So I'm very glad that I spoke about Carrick at the very, very start of it. So you're saying no matter what happens tonight, I believe in Ralf Rangnick. So do I, buddy. So do I. There's a couple of comments here. I'll read these out. Chris, how you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. I'm calling a 3-0. You're going 3-0 as well, the same as Doc. Players are going to be trying to impress Rangnick because they know a lot of their positions are up for grabs. It's absolutely true, my friend. And that's what I said about the clean slate, man. The clean slate is true. Whether or not you think Harry Maguire is the right centre-back for Manchester United, the clean slate is there. He is starting. He is our captain today. He definitely is our captain, isn't he? He hasn't been taken away. Yeah, Maguire's the captain. Obviously, a lot of questions are asked about whether or not he's going to get the captain's armband taken away. And I said to you, that won't happen. I don't think that will happen. I don't think he would. I don't think Ralf Rangnick, I keep saying Rangnick. It's a really odd name. Don't know why. Sorry, Ralph. I'm just going to call you Ralph. From now on, he's just called Ralph. Ralphie Ralph. I can't mess that name up. Comment here from VAGN, but you didn't leave anything, buddy, so I can't read out that comment. Archangel Rangnick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right. Keep firing your questions, right? Because I want to know what your biggest concerns are or your biggest questions about that starting 11. You fire them in the comments and I'll try and read as many out as I can. Kenneth, love your Christmas tree. Thank you very much, sir. Why is my computer going a bit choppy? I don't really know. That's a bit weird. What's going on there? Shouldn't be doing that. Interested to see how he uses subs in the future. Who was that? It was from Alex. Yeah, we need to use our squad in this period. Josh, you're asking who is on the bench. If we have a look here, who is on the bench? Oh, no. Right, ladies and gents, I've made a big error here. I can see what's going on. I'm going to have to, I really apologize for this. I'm going to have to call this one short because for some reason, my battery is not charging on my laptop. It's plugged in and it should be working, but for some reason, my battery is not charging. So my battery is going to run out. Jeez, Sam, you are an embarrassment. You are. I'm ashamed to be me right now. Gungshi, you're saying, got a feeling our new guardian angel Ralph will lead us to victory today with a 3-1. 2 for Ronaldo and 1 for Sancho. I'll try and go for one more minute. I'll give you my quick predictions. Maybe I'll make these shorter shows anyway. I don't know. But I apologize for that. We're going to have to cut the arms a little bit short today. But that starting 11, the only question I've got really is what will the formation be, right? What will the formation be? I think it's probably going to be the 4-2-3-1, right? I hope it's going to be the 4-2-2-2. That's what my predicted 11 was. I got the team right. I think there's going to be a significant upward curve today. Sorry. I think Manchester United out of possession. Watch United without the ball today, right? Watch the pressing zones. Ralf Rangnick loves to have overloads on players. He wants there to be inside the pressing system. He wants there to be 2 against 1. He wants a numerical advantage in the press. Watch how high United press. That'll be key as well. Will it be Ronaldo, Rashford and Sancho pressing higher? Or will it be more of a mid-press with Bruno, McTominay and Fred in the middle? I don't know, right? But that's what we're going to watch and find out. I'm excited to see it. I'm going for a 2-0. Going for a 2-0 today. I think United will control the game. Crystal Palace are coming to United. Hell, they've won the last 2 times they played at Manchester United at Old Trafford. I don't want to make that a hat-trick. I don't think they will make it a hat-trick. I think there's going to be a real good buzz and energy, a different sort of buzz and energy that there was against Newcastle. But this one's going to be more methodical, less based on emotion, this buzz, and more based on we've actually got a man in charge now who knows what he is doing, who will take this team forward. And it's going to be exciting to see it. I'm going for a 2-0 today. I'm really excited to see what Jadon Sancho does under Ralf Rangnick. I'm really, really excited. Archangel Ralphie, I think, will get Sancho shining. Sancho's already started to shine, hasn't he? Last few games he's been fantastic. I can't wait to see what he does today. But that's my predicted start 11. Vaishnav, I can see you waiting down in the comments, buddy. I apologize for everyone who I can't bring in. Matt as well. I apologize about that. Is my battery charging now? I don't know. My battery is literally, it's plugged in, but it's not charging. So technically, I take zero responsibility for this. All right. I take zero. I mean, it is my fault somehow, but I'll fix it for next time. Anyway, I'll tell you what. I think I probably might make these shorter shows anyway because I don't like rambling on in the build up to the game. But for me, I'm going for a 2-0 today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. Or you went for a 3-1. Doc, you went for a 3-0. And there's a couple more comments. I think we're all feeling a bit. Tell you what, 1 minute. I will go for 1 more minute. Everybody now fire in your predictions in the comments. I'll try and bring a few of them up on screen. But I think it's going to be a game today where Manchester United have that element of control that we haven't seen, right? The only game I can really remember is Spurs. And that was against a team, right, let's be honest, who were down in the dumps. They sacked their manager after. We didn't really see that much control against Villarreal. We didn't really see that much control against Chelsea. We didn't really see that much control against Arsenal. That's the big change that we want to see today from Ralf Rangnick. Let me go down here. So many of you firing in your predictions. Let me try and get a few up. Gungshi, you're going for 3-1. Josh, you're going 2-0. T, you're going 2-1. Joseph, you're going 2-1. Chris, you're saying 2-0. Matt, 2-0. Bradbury, you're going for a 4-0. Takeoff, you're going for a 2-1. Crystal Palace, someone take him out. Someone take him out. Oh, my God, it's starting to lag. Oh, Jesus. It's really annoying when this happens. Put the money in your electricity box. Oh, Jesus. Let's pretend this never happened. All right. Man United are going to win today. I'll be back with my match reaction. Jeez, Sam, you're such an embarrassment. And Sam, you're saying 3-1. I'm going to go and put money in the electricity box. The arms, it's all kicking off here today. My word. Enjoy the game. Make sure you catch me in the match reaction. I'm an embarrassment. I really am.